Hello folks, Reloading Bench back with you once again. We got a biggie box. Biggie box. It wasn't really sealed so great, so I don't know that it'll be that hard to open. That's that. Maybe get rid of this because it's in the way. So we have a biggie box. Biggie box. And this is similar to something you've seen before. And the only reason I picked this up, oh, we got a box in a box. A box in a box. So let me take this box off the bench. And that says a plastic tool case. So this was, as usual, a Daily Deals. But what makes this such a special daily deal is it is the current generation of my favorite range pistol case. And this is by Case Club. So this is exactly, well, how does something get so janked up from being in a box? Not that it matters. That's kind of weird. How does that happen from just being in a box? So this is the current version of the Case Club 5-pistol case. And the biggest difference, I think, besides exterior aesthetics, tried to make that into one word, is I talked about this before. I wasn't real key on this particular design. I thought it looked a little cheesy, but I'm guessing they did it for reinforcement purposes on the original. And you can't even see through that one because, let me get a piece of whatever. So that one didn't even make the cut, pun intended, whereas this one did. So, and the latches are different. The latches, not bad. Half a dozen, I'm going to call it half a dozen of one, six of another. But the reason, ooh, is there a reason that's so tight? Ooh, that is like, that's tight. You can't, that's kind of nice where you can't let it just flip over. Oh, and they have video instructions, which I'm going to guess. What do we have here? That is, are you happy and do you need help? So, yes, I'm happy, and no, I don't need any help. My original Case Club did not come with this. So, this is the closed cell foam that I do prefer. I'm a big fan of this closed cell, and it looks like what we've got here is I'm trying to figure out where the 5 pistols. It's a laser cut, so I'm thinking that looks like. So there's, but I don't think it's supposed to come out. Actually, I don't remember. I'll have to, so here's, yeah, I can't remember. Obviously, these will come out for the 5 pistols. So that's one pistol. I love this stuff. The closed cell foam is the bomb. And before I go too much farther, let me pull out the original case and the case that I purchased that was a daily deal to compete with this. That I think I pointed out some of the differences and similarities. Be right back. All right, so this is Gen 1. This is the original. So the biggest difference is, let me go ahead and close this up. Yeah, that's a tight, this opens up and there's no tightness. I can't remember why I have that in here. That's from my range bag. This version uses these cheesy airport locks, and there's, just instead of a two-parter, meaning, a latch and something else, actually you can't see, instead of a two-parter, mine just has this one giant latch with a lock. So this one has the latch, and I guess that's the equivalent of this lock. This is a little more locky-ish because you can still have that and it doesn't come open, and there it's locked and it's still shut, but there's the open. This one, there's really no lock per se, other than locking that. So I lock this like that, and that's great. I don't know if this will fit. Actually, it won't fit because we have to punch this out. Is this the top? Yes. Okay, so I'm going to have to spend a little time getting that out because that's a piece of plastic that is stuck in there. But will these locks work? And so, yes, they will. Will it lock? Is there enough room to lock? Yes, it will. All right, so that works. Let me undo that. So those work. The case looks to be about half an inch, 3/4 of an inch shorter than the original. Gen 3. Gen 3 also has an airlock. Gen 1 does not, has nothing there. So, it's got piping, different kind of piping, different kind of finish. This finish is a little nicer. The logo's slightly smaller. I suppose I can use the locks that I also picked up. Yes, those fit just fine. Not an issue. But in terms of what's in the case, again, I did this on mine. Yeah, that doesn't open easy. Not a problem, though. So it looks like from corner to corner, we're at roughly 19.5, roughly 19.5, edge to edge, 17, edge to edge, 17. The big difference being, looks like, in the height department. So we are 7.5 versus 8, so ½ inch difference. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. So I'll throw prices up because I think when I bought this, when Case Club first came out, this was like 89 bucks, and I thought that was a great deal at the time. I still think it's a good deal, but these are considerably more expensive now. I'll show the price, $100 and some odd. I don't see a cutout for this particular thing, so I'll have to look online. Maybe it's one of these. These look like magazines. So you've got 1, 2, 3, so 3, 6, 9, 12. What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 18 magazines versus, 1, 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12-ish. So it's, I'll call it optimized. And it looks like I was correct in terms of digging these slots out, because those slots look identical to this slot that you cannot see right now. So I'll take this one out. So the two slots look identical. Again, I'll have to figure out where this goes. You can smell the chemicalness of the closed foam process or result. Again, I do like the closed foam a little bit better than the other case that I showed a few months back, which I'm going to bring out now to show the difference, because this case on the daily deal price was the exact same case as the case that I purchased to replace this one, or to augment this one. Back in a second. All right, so this is the case from CVLife. Let me close it down. CVLife is a bit taller at 8.5-ish versus 7, so 1.5 inches taller. Different set of locks. Like I said, you have to do this red thumb push down. Different texture. This is more smooth plastic. This has more of a, you know, texture to it. I could not use my little mini airport combo locks with the CVLife. I had to use these. That will work just as good on this one as well. Again, I'm sure once I've used this, this will break in and it'll be identical to this in terms of usage. So there's a difference in foam, big difference. Again, I prefer the closed cell versus this. This is tighter than, you know, what's up here on either side, but there is a difference. I have no doubt that water would seep into this one a little bit. Different layout, you know, 3, 6, 9, 12 magazines, 5 pistols. You do have a dedicated spot for, you know, throwing in your, and I'll probably use this to pick this plastic out, because I complimented CVLife on including this foam removal tool. I thought that was really cool. These on sale, this case club, which right now is $100 and some odd. Again, I'll put the price up currently on their site. This was a daily deal for $59, so half off what's currently on their site. And I picked it up because I'm a big enough fan. This might be a big enough fan of Case Club. This might be a regift, meaning, you know, hey, I picked this up. I think you'll enjoy it. This is obviously much deeper than this. Do I need this level of depth for my pistols? No, I don't. And I normally don't take multiple magazines to the range, so I don't know that I would even pull these like I have, not with my original Case Club. So there's another company called Condition One, and I really like some of their designs. You know, they're heading into the space traditionally that used to be Pelican high end, and other folks are knocking on Pelican's door with, hey, we can do this better, cheaper, or different. I mean, better is subjective to whoever is interpreting better. You know, will I call this one better than this one? Different. You know, do I think this foam? I personally think this foam is better. Is this design better? This design is more feature rich, because, you know, I can take this middle stack out here that, you know, I won't right now, and use that for muffs or other large items and still have, you know, 3 pistols. This is just 5 straight up pistols, period. No modification. Not going to change that or enhance it. But this was too good to pass up. You know, $59, more than 50% off its current price. You know, do I need all these cases? Absolutely not. That's the problem with the reloading and this particular hobby. It's very, very wallet consuming is probably the best term that comes to mind. But this is a cool case. You know, I looked at it, and when I was looking at the CVLife and I was looking at original pricing, and CVLife, I think for me was about the same as this. Actually, this might have been a little bit more. I'd have to go back and look at the video. I think this was a few dollars more. But again, at the time, that daily deal price was still considerably less than the full retail price of the Case Club. But with the Case Club pricing, that makes a big difference. So again, let me bring the Case Club and compare that again. Again, this is a little tinier in terms of space, height. The design a little more updated, not as aggressive with all the plastic, which means lower cost to produce because less material. No dings on this case. I absolutely love this case. Where I'm going to put the this desiccant, I don't see a spot that looks like it's carved for the desiccant, so I will look online to see where they had this, because this fits nicely in a spot for the desiccant, specifically for it with the finger cutout, as opposed to right here or right here is just a magazine cut. So and I'm not going to have this freestanding, so do I ever bring 5 pistols to the range? It depends on who's shooting with me and what they're bringing. So, I'll just say maybe. But would I buy this at full price today? No, I wouldn't. Not because I have anything against it, because I don't need it. I have a case club, and I have the CVLife, and now I have the new case club at half the price. So I've dollar costed average all my cases down to roughly, let's see, $55 to $60. So that's kind of cool, but now I have to find space to keep them in. So this is a nice case. Again, I'm a big fan of the closed foam, closed cell foam. I think that stuff rocks as compared to some of the other foams on some of the other cases. Even the Condition 1 case, the foam looks to be, and because I don't have it, but based on the pictures that I'll show, the foam looks to be closer to the CVLife than the closed foam of the Case Club. So there is going to be a difference. But this case rocks. And I'll have to look and see if there's anything that I'm missing that would give me my desiccant spot. So that is it for now. This is a cool case. Came at a great price. No regrets. Later.